$24.98, CDs $26.98 plus $4.95 shipping. Have your credit card ready and call now.
You want to be prepared? You watch the Weather Channel. When it comes to something as important as this, knowing what we know can make all the difference. It's all we do. Right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Well, here we go. Another weekend at 99 with more snow and now a lot of cold. I'm Jim Cantore here in Cleveland, Ohio. We'll give you a live report in just a moment.
Well, unsettled weather continues to plague parts of the Northeast and the Midwest this morning. You're still contending with snow and ice and rain over parts of the region. Good morning and welcome to Weather Center. I'm Cheryl Lemke.
And I'm Kristen Dodd. Before the day is over, however, the precipitation will end in most of the Midwest, but parts of the Northeast will continue to see messy weather. You had snow for your evening commute yesterday in Boston, about an inch accumulated before that snow changed over to rain last night. The rain continues this morning. At times it's going to be heavy. Your highs today will be in the 40s. Here's a look at the rainfall, and it's been coming down in Boston, also near Falmouth and heading out toward Cape Cod. Plymouth and Scituate also getting wet. Worcester now reporting rain, but the farther you head to the west is where we're running into some colder air, primarily in the valleys, not so much with elevation. It's actually a little bit warmer the higher up you go, and so the colder air is being trapped at the surface, and so as the precipitation comes down, it's freezing upon contact, and we do have freezing rain and icy conditions in portions of the Northeast. That's indicated by the orange color here, so in portions of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, as well as Maine and Massachusetts and Connecticut, this is where we do have some icing problems. The temperature is cold enough up and down in the atmosphere to just cause snow in Buffalo and also Syracuse, as well as Rochester, and also Pittsburgh getting some snow as well. Along our front, we have had heavier downpours, portions of Kentucky receiving 3 inches of rain in the past 24 hours. That rain is now beginning to slip off to the east, but we still have flood warnings in effect for central portions of Kentucky because of the heavy rain that happened yesterday. Zooming into Pittsburgh, you've been changing through the morning today. You started off with rain and then freezing rain, and now you have light snow falling down. We also see some changes taking place in Cleveland. Some heavier snow yesterday, light snow now beginning to move through your area, and lake effect snow taking place by this afternoon. And our Jim Cantore just loves being out in this stuff, and so we've sent him to Cleveland. And he joins us now. Okay. You're on the road all the time, Jim. You should be getting used to this.
You know, Kristen, I think I am a little bit. That's the problem. But it is, I mean, each one is colder. But now that the wind is howling right across Lake Erie here. I mean, we're standing right by the Rock Hall, which is, 400 yards from the lake, the shore. So the north wind, the northwest wind, is coming right across that lake with no friction, nothing to stop it and slow it down. So the wind chill's a little bit brutal this morning, well below zero. And of course, Mom and Dad, if you're letting the kids get out because of their major cabin fever, make sure you bundle them up. 6 inches of snow in Cleveland, not a huge deal, but enough so that it is causing some slip spots this morning. They closed schools about a half day yesterday for many. And I'll tell you, folks, if you've got a number to the event that you may be attending this morning, you may want to give them a call, because they very well may cancel that event due to the cold and the ugly weather. I mean, you know, this isn't the worst storm that Cleveland's ever seen. We know that, but certainly it's one that's slowed things down here, and for the second weekend of 99 is made for a long string now of winter weather, the worst that they've had in a couple of years. Other than that, not much lake effect snow here. That's all up toward Pepper Pike and Shaker Heights, and that's where the snow occasionally is coming down pretty heavily. Back to you, Kristen.
Okay, Jim, I can actually hear the wind brushing across your microphone. It does sound pretty bad.
It is.
All right, thank you very much. Go get warm. Here's a look at your midday forecast map with the snow continuing to come around the lakes here just to the east of where Jim is at this point. We'll also see the heavy rain continuing along the coast, and that begins to move away by the early evening hours. Where you see the white, that's where we could see 6 to 12 inches of snowfall in the lake effect bands near Traverse City and also very near South Bend and Gary. Also look for the heavy snow in northern Vermont, New Hampshire, as well as in Maine. It's 18 degrees right now in Caribou. We have a fairly warm 45 in Boston, 38 in New York City. Philadelphia, you have 35 degrees, and D.C. 37. Pittsburgh, you are at 24 degrees, and while folks closer to the coast will enjoy some warmer air through the day, Pittsburgh is going to be falling off. Right now, we are seeing 26 degrees warmer in Boston than where we were yesterday at this time, but eventually that cooler air will come sweeping in. It's already in the Midwest, where right now Sioux Falls is 27 degrees colder than where you were yesterday. Right now we have 5 degrees in Chicago, minus 12 in Des Moines. The winds here are also quite brutal, with the wind chills well below zero, and we do have a little bit of light snow now falling in Indianapolis and St. Louis. Cheryl?
It's a very wet morning for many of you across the south. In fact, you're seeing some locally heavy rain and some thunderstorms over parts of the region. Here's our latest satellite picture this morning, and certainly if you're outside running some errands this morning, perhaps making plans to head off to the grocery store or to go to the dry cleaners this morning, you will need the rain gear. Right now we see a thick canopy of clouds shrouding the southeast, and with the clouds, lots of showers and thunderstorms too converging over the area. In the meantime, though, it's still relatively quiet at this time from Tampa Bay and St. Petersburg on into Daytona Beach. Orlando, not looking too bad. However, that will not be lasting for the rest of the day, as the showers and thunderstorms will also be working their way over towards the Florida Peninsula as the day continues to wear on. Currently, we have a cold front slicing through the southeast. Along with the cold front, mild, moist air continues to flow northward from the Gulf. So it's the perfect setup for some showers and some thunderstorms. And we do see that rain traipsing across.
For what I like.